All right, let's stick with football since we've been talking football, man. And guys, Vrabel comes out with a statement today. I'm perplexed, conflicted a little bit here, because first of all, I didn't want us jumping into any of the Mike Vrabel situation and what he does and all of that personal stuff. Now, certainly, because Mike Vrabel is a football coach, and Mike Vrabel, I don't believe need to give us an explanation. But when he said today that he's taking time off, he's going to go and get counseling and spend some time with his family, he said, yeah, I was doing something with her. I got to extrapolate it like that. I must assess it, say it like that. And I'm gonna take some time away after he'll do the first 2 days of the draft, today and tomorrow, and then the third day, I guess he won't be at the draft. He'll be somewhere else, spending time with his family. Or that's what they're putting out right now. And I think what they're trying to do, and they probably have some PR firm that says, yeah, you got to try to make a statement and get it out the way. And then what they're trying to do is make it get lost in this cycle of news, because if I back it up as close as I can to the draft and get it out the way, then the draft news takes over, and this becomes old news because it's all the new news and the new things that are coming from the draft. People won't have time to cover it or converse about it a whole lot. That's the strategy. But it sounds like, okay, yeah, we will admit right now something funny was going on before this draft, so we can get it out the way. That's why that's a PR's team tactic. Wednesday before the draft, you drop something that you don't want people talking about a lot. How are they today we're talking about, oh my God, it's draft day, we're about to set our teams and this is everything going well. And then tomorrow, oh my God, this team drafted this team, team drafted this team, and we'll do that again for the next 3 days. That stuff was going to get buried. Everything Vrabel said today was going to get buried because we got a ton of stuff coming right now. This is why I say, interesting timing, because I understand it from a PR standpoint. I really do. But interesting timing. And I wonder, when you think about it, how much that owner had to do with that. Because it just sounds a little similar to some other things that I have seen before that go on with the Patriots. I had Willie McGinnis on the other show the other day, and I was telling him there's so much news going on in New England. You know what I mean? It was, who are they going to draft? That was one news. Who? Man, they're about to trade for A.J. Brown. My God, big news. That's the other news. And then the other one was the Mike Vrabel situation. It's a lot going on in New England. And I love having Willie McGinnis on to talk about all of that New England Patriots stuff. This good old franchise that's going through all this old mess. Every time you're on top now, people out there trying to find things. Trust me, I know. They're trying to find out what's going on when you win championships. And they follow you like they followed me before. They put cameras up and they try to get you just like they got me before. And just like they got Vrabel this time. I love them, and I want to wish them all the best. I wish, let me say this too. Let me just say this. They were talking about, and I hear people talking about, why won't his wife leave? Why won't his wife leave? And I said about his wife is smart. First of all, I'm sure she loves her family and she's trying to keep her family together. But Vrabel took a team to the Super Bowl last year. Vrabel's about to get a new contract. Whatever he has right now is good. But I'm sure Vrabel was like last year, and he's about to get a bigger deal. Why would she walk out on the cuff of a big deal that her husband's about to get? And now she got this ammunition to use even after he signed that big deal. Maybe she says, I don't know, things just have got too much for me now. And I want to leave after this new $100 million deal comes in play. Yeah. If I'm Vrabel, I'm taking some time off too. And take mama somewhere and try to tell her something to make her believe that wasn't me. I don't know who that was. Somehow, some way, I let that fella creep up in my skin. But it wasn't me. Yeah. I'm wishing him the best. I wish him the best. But I don't want to hear people talking about, oh, he's going to take a break now. Why is he out of work tonight at the draft and tomorrow at the draft? Because he's the first round and second round picks. These are the guys that are going to make an impact on your team next year. Now, at third day, you're picking up the guys that are going to support the team and play special teams. And I'm pretty sure I got a good enough system that I can leave guys to do that. But that first pick, those first round, second round, too important to talk about taking a break with family right now. I'll take a break with family right after I go get these two guys or these guys, because they're going to make a difference in my organization right here today. So I understand everything Vrabel is doing. That's so much great football going on. I can't wait tonight to see who the Cowboys get, and we'll talk about that also right afterwards.